All right, welcome back, folks. I'm Jake Ellenbogen. Special shout out to Bleacher Report for having me. The Rams win in a wild one, an absolutely wild game. And wild by it was just what is it? What was this game? It was a I have the answers, I think. Basically, this game was not what we expected. First off, I think a lot of people they took the over in this game. A lot of people felt like this could be one of those barn burner shootouts. It wasn't. If I'm being honest with you, this is a game where, sometimes wins have consequences just as much as losses do. And the Rams won a game 44-42 on Sunday in a game where they really just had to go toe to toe with a Goliath in the Buffalo Bills to really prove who they are. They did that. Well, I thought you saw a lot of that kind of wearing on them. You really saw a team that needed a full week to prepare. But when you're able to go out there on a short week, because keep in mind the 49ers won 38-13. And some of the guys didn't play last week and they're playing this week. So, obviously both teams played on Sunday. One team played an absolute barn burner. The other one played a game where they could kind of rest some of their starters if they wanted to, 38-13. But also, anytime you go on the road and you win a road game, you win a road game on a short week, you win a road game on a short week on prime time, and you do that against a division rival who's had your number, it's a huge statement. And look, these two teams hate each other, right? Matthew Stafford had 160 yards. He has been insane the last few games. And he only had 160 passing yards. Kyron Williams ran 29 times again. The Rams just kept running the football. They ran it, 38 times. They ran 42 last week, 38 this week. Puka Nacua had that one huge catch, 51 yards. That went for 97 yards. But, let's call it like it is. For the most part, you got to give the 49ers a lot of credit. They bottled up this Rams passing attack. I think a lot of these throws, though, Stafford missed. It was a slick game, very wet, right? And then there wasn't as much rain, but I still think the damage was done. Stafford didn't have his best stuff tonight. It is what it is. This is where they stepped up. This defense was incredible. Now, the 49ers defense was just as good, but this defense, playing without starting cornerback Kobe Durant, Ahkello Witherspoon steps up in a big way. He gets 3 pass breakups in this game and 5 tackles. He was huge. He was absolutely huge. Quentin Lake had 2 pass breakups. Cameron Kinchins had a huge pass breakup later in the game. Curl had 2 pass breakups. And Darius Williams had a pass breakup and the key interception. An overthrow by Brock Purdy. Really not sure what he was doing. I don't know if we'll ever know what he was doing. But anyway, key throw. Brock Purdy tries to launch it, goes way over Jawan Jennings' head. And now all of a sudden, it's an interception. It's the interception they needed. So huge, huge stuff. And I just want to say, this Rams defense was ripped to shreds after their defining win as a team. They didn't care probably because they just wanted to beat the Bills, but they were the team that gave up 6 touchdowns to Josh Allen. We just seem to forget that it was against Josh Allen. They're not playing against Josh Allen the rest of the year unless they play in the Super Bowl, which who knows. But this defense, the way they played in this game was so huge. And they're going to get a mini bye week here, playing on a Thursday night. They're going to have some time to get ready to go, fly cross country to New Jersey and play the Jets. But when they get that time, which is much earned, they're on a 3-game win streak. They've won 4 straight on the road. They're trying to make it 5 straight on the road. They've now won 7 of their last 9 games. This team right now, they can win games 44-42. They can win 21-14. They can win 12-6. It's a sign that this team is ready to make a run. Not every game is going to be a 30-point blowout. And the Rams, I think it almost benefits them that they keep games so close because they're so used to being in these moments that they're ready for anything. Major shout out to the linebackers. I thought Roseboom played really well, got the final sack of the game to end the game. Omar Spates played really well. Those guys really had sound gap play there, just penetrating, different runs that they had. I was really impressed with both of them. Kobe Turner had a day, 2 sacks, the conductor or, the masked singer, whatever you want to call him. He had 2 sacks. He had a really good game. Like I said, Witherspoon, you see the Witherspoon behind me. That's the same Witherspoon. I've been rocking it since he wore 44. He is one of the better players on this team that no one talks about. And he had a hell of a game. And I think people are going to look at some of the catches he gave up on inside releases on third down. But anytime you have 3 pass breakups in a game when you haven't started all year, he's come in and he's played a lot in games, but he hasn't started from beginning to end. He was stellar tonight. Absolutely stellar. Byron Young. I thought you saw some really good things out of Byron Young going up against kind of the weaker link of the offensive line in Colton McKivitz. So I really liked what you saw there. In addition to that, Bobby Brown, I thought was big. He had 3 tackles, but the 3 tackles he had doesn't even tell the full story. Okay. The 3 tackles he had does not tell the full story. A lot of the time he was able to fill right in the gap, right? So right in the gap, and he would force, Guarendo to bounce out to the outside. And when you do that, now these other guys can come up and run support. And we saw that. We saw the run support on full display. I love that from Chris because I agree entirely. These are games that the Rams lose every year. And they won this game on the road, elements, primetime, division rival, short week. And they won. I don't care how it looks. All I care is that they have an 8 in the win column now. Huge. Michael Hoyt looked really, really good. I thought that one tackle he made while they were able to convert the first down, that one tackle he made on George Kittle in coverage, that was huge. He did a really nice job of setting the edge throughout the game. Lake had his moments, but Lake also had some really good moments as well. 2 pass breakups. Kinchins, hell of a play late in the game. He's getting better and better each week. Braden Fisk, D. Will coming up with the interception. Didn't really get targeted a ton, but I thought this was a huge moment for D. Will because, number 4 sucks ass if you don't watch football. I can understand that. Huge moment for D. Will. Yeah, cheetah package. There you go. You've been listening. Huge moment for D. Will because it's been a tough one, right? It's been a tough one for him. Since week 8, he's been the 3rd worst cornerback essentially in the league, statistically. So when you had to have an interception, he comes away with it. Huge. Jared Verse didn't have a lot of the counting stats, didn't have a sack or anything like that. He just stepped up on a huge level. I was really impressed with the way he was able to get pressure. Absolutely bodied the tight end. So that was huge, right? And let's see what we can do here. Let's just block that guy because he's not adding anything to the conversation. Sorry, Raheem Morris. Love you as a defensive coordinator, but bye-bye. Jared Verse has been huge. Ty Davis, love the way Ty Davis plays, man. He's got a role next year for sure. They really like him. He's already, and this is a rookie. This is a late round rookie who's playing quite a bit. Jalen McCullough, he's doing his thing. And Cameron Curl with 2 pass breakups after. This is the guy that really hasn't done a lot, right? He hasn't really done a lot this year. He's been a little bit of a disappointment. He had a really good game today. Looking at this is what decided the Rams game. I want to take you back. You see the 35-04, 24-56. If we can do it here, I want to take you back here to this one drive they had in the third quarter. And it was, oh my Lord. Okay. This is look at this. Look at how many Rams logos are here. Absolutely insane. They get the ball after a Jake Moody 47-yarder that essentially gives them the lead. Right? Gives them the lead. And look at this. They just keep from the 8:23 mark to the fourth quarter, 13:41. They go down the field. I think it was a 15-16 play drive and kick a 23-yarder. I would have loved the touchdown, but in this game, I was really, really impressed with their, as I see in the comment section, the commitment to the run. I really like how they understood the assignment. This isn't going to be the most fun win. This isn't going to be a blowout. This isn't going to be a barn burn. This is going to be what it is. It's ugly weather, ugly game. You just played a really physical Bills team, short week. This is what we talk about late in the season. A short week in week 8 after just having a bye against the Vikings. That's okay. A short week after having a bye back in week 6 or week 7. I think it was week 6. Having a bye week 6 and then having a short week from weeks 14 to 15. That's a different animal, man, especially in the elements. So what a game. They normally lose these type of games. So just really cool that they were able to get this done. Didn't like that. Just did that. But anyway, time possession battle. This all goes back to the third quarter drive. The third quarter drive won them this game, and they were down 6-3 and they tied it up. But you know what? That did so much damage to the defense. It set up the next drive. That's how it works. It was a chess match. Okay. 302 to 191 total yards. Outpassed Brock Purdy, outran the 49ers, more first downs, same amount of penalties. The turnovers hurt them, 3 sacks, and they had 12 more plays. So Stafford, not his best game. He'll take it, though. He'll take the win. Kyren Williams doesn't get in the end zone. No touchdowns for the Rams or the 49ers. A wacky game. Defense wins championships, apparently. And, well, tonight was huge. Kyren Williams, it didn't start pretty. You see that in the average, 3.7. But anytime you can continue to truck along with that football, 29 carries, no fumbles, do what he did, that was a special performance because they did not have the run in the bag. He had to really create. I really liked what they did at the end of the game. First off, I really want to give a shout out to Hunter Long. I feel like that guy needs more reps. I know a lot of people don't want to say it, but that guy needs more reps. I'm going to go as far as to say he is the most valuable tight end that's healthy right now on this team. I can't believe I'm saying it. Hunter Long is the most valuable tight end that is healthy on this team. When Tyler Higbee comes back, he'll be more valuable. Probably will be back for the Jets game. But if Hunter Long started getting featured in the offense, I'd want to see it. I really like the way he played. That said, I don't want to take anything away from Colby Parkinson. Yeah, he ran out of bounds. Should have stayed in bounds. Kept the clock running. But man, Colby Parkinson coming down with that football. He's wide open, sure. That's not easy, though. In that moment, you get the drops. It's been rainy, all that. He comes through. And that's all you can ask for. Nice motion to kind of, get the defense leaning one way and hit them the other. They got everybody focused on Cooper Kupp. Felt like he hadn't had a catch all game. Hell, I thought they were throwing a Cooper Kupp. Didn't happen. So I'm just going to say this. Game balls, because I never gave out game balls on this. Game balls go to Puka Nacua, who had the 51-yard play that really kind of felt like the, I don't know, it felt like the momentum swing that really changed the game. So Puka Nacua gets a game ball. I'm going to give a game ball to Josh Carty for hitting all 4 of his kicks, including the 48-yarder and the wind, the cold, and the rain. Man, Xavier Smith, by the way, he ended up having, it doesn't say here, but he had like 3 tackles on special teams. Crazy day. So I gave 1 to the offense. I gave 1 to special teams. And on the defense, I'm going to give it to Akella Witherspoon because I'm going to give it to 2. I'm going to give it to Akella Witherspoon, Kobe Turner. Kobe Turner's a starter. We're expecting him to do stuff like this. Doesn't take away from how great of a game he had, right? Absolutely great game. But you know what, guys? I believed going into this game that Akella Witherspoon making his first legitimate start this year after starting 18 games last year and going from splitting a lot of the snaps to not really playing the last 2 weeks until Kobe went down. I just thought the job Akella did to come in, fill in, get 3 pass breakups, have the game he had. We don't have the coverage numbers. I know he gave up yards, but he was stellar tonight. And anytime you don't have your number 1 corner, and this year Kobe Durant statistically has been their number 1 corner, you're at a disadvantage. And George Kittle didn't play week 3. Debo didn't play week 3. Juwan Jennings had 175. Well, in this game, they decide, okay, we're going to start Akella instead. And he had a huge game. He was great. And you look at the 49ers, this is what they held Purdy to, a 45.4 quarterback rating. Guerrero, they held in check, 3.6 yards per carry. George Kittle, 61 yards. The next, 9 targets, but only 2 yards from Juwan Jennings, who had 175 yards and 3 touchdowns in the last meeting. Give them all the credit in the world. Defense stepped up. Defense deserves the game ball in general. And so does special teams. Really impressed. Again, I understand people wanted this to be a certain type of win. It's the 49ers division rival. I get that. But you'll take it however you get it. And this to me was very telling about the type of team that this can really be. So hats off to the Rams. Excellent performance, excellent showing to win and grind out an ugly game. That's how I would say it. It's an excellent performance based on the situation they were put in. They're not going to play like this the rest of the year. I can assure you. They're going to use this mini bye. They'll be ready. I think they have another gritty game against the Jets, but I don't think it's going to be 12-6. So those are my thoughts. Appreciate you guys tuning in. And special thanks, as always, to Bleacher Report for letting me do this. I love doing it. So you can see here, weathered the storm, bringing home the W. The Rams win 12-6 in Santa Clara, move on to 8-6. 49ers fall to 6-8. 49ers season is all but lost, and the Rams are in the driver's seat with a loss. The Seattle Seahawks would fall out of the top spot, and the Rams would be in first place just like that in the NFC West. So I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm doing a show. I see Cam Lynch in there. That's my guy. I'm doing a show tomorrow with Cameron Lynch on Bleacher Report. We're going to be talking about some quarterbacks. So hopefully you guys tune in for that. But that's going to do it. So if you guys would like to follow me on socials, it is JK Bogan. You can follow me right on this Bleacher Report app. You can follow me on any social media platform except for the obscure ones. And in addition to that, if you want to check out my YouTube content, I will be streaming over there momentarily. You can do so. Jake Ellenbogen is the channel. You just search it and you'll find me. That's going to do it. Appreciate you. You guys take care and go Rams.